Oh, welcome back to the 24-day challenge. I'll get it right just once, so I seem to be calling it 24 months, 24 hours, the 24-day challenge. Oh, and as you can see, if you look at the sign at the top of the screen, there's Newbie Farm by Cavalier Roy. Excellent map. And we'll be doing days 9 and 10. Won't be see too much of day 9 because most of that is going to be what we've already done a hell of a lot of. But first I've got a little run off to the shop to make yet another purchase. Well, I made the purchase already, just got to go and pick it up. At the same time, Jack is busy ploughing field 6. The idea is 6 I'm going to put grass in there. It's odd-shaped field, will be easier to put grass in there. 7 I'm not too certain. I think wheat or barley will probably go in there. Something yet more straw. And there you just caught a glimpse of what we've bought, and there it is a bit closer. It's the wheel on a stick. This to clean up the cows. I think it's going to be a bit easier because it's not exactly level outside there, and this won't care as much. So we get it on, and we go home, and I'll be skipping most of the journey home. As you can see, we're back in Newbie Farm, and Jack's got another £106 wage payment, and it's now 7 o'clock and we haven't actually done anything yet. I've got a full load of stuff to move out of the way, out of the yard. Good day today, sunny, then going cloudy, and tomorrow's going to be cloudy all day, but the grass is ready to cut, and I've decided I'll do that day 10. Now we're going to just clean up here. We get the wheel on the stick going. You can see it works very well indeed. Only thing is this, which I didn't realise at the time because I didn't bother to check, the feed trough is full of hay and grass, so I ain't going to take any of it, as we'll find out as we get to the other end here. Right, the challenge seems to be going quite well. I'm quite happy with my progress. We've got 3 fields, and now we've got growth, and they told you I hadn't taken it, and I just dropped it off out of the way. But I'll go and pick the bucket up and just bucket out of the way. I've done a hell of a lot of heavy editing on this. It's only going to be about 30 minutes just over, I think, this one, and I've done that because, as I say, the day 9 is stuff we've already done. I just wanted to move the grass out of the way there, so it wasn't in my way. I left the stuff out. It's already spilt out. And we go off to just drop the bucket off here, and then next job is pick the cultivator up. I thought day 9 we'd do some cultivating. Not that I haven't done any of that yet. Much. I will get Jack to do most of it, but I'm just going to make a start, do today, then I'll put Jack on to tomorrow, and probably the day after when it's due to rain. As you see, it rained 2 days running, but we can still cultivate and should be able to seed too in that time. At least I'm going to, whether we should or shouldn't. As yet, the Realismus hasn't stopped us from seeding during the wet. And here's the first one. This, I think I will probably put more barley in here. I want another straw crop, because I'm going to gather as much straw as I can this first year. Whether this goes on for another year is no matter. You notice I've got vehicle group switcher on here. That's on for, so in an emergency I can switch at the moment only from one track to the other, but I can get to something quickly if there's something that needs immediate attention. I can't just run down to find out what it is. But I'm not tabbing normally. I clearly forget to engage the GPS probably. Never mind. There's your first fault of the day. I do several of these every episode. Just trying to see if I've got the record time down there. I haven't actually. I brought the screen up for my preview to nearly maximum size. It's not really the best. I just gotta take it down to auto again. That's better. But I can't see how long we've been running, which is not a good idea. That's better. I can see again now. Right, so we're going to cultivate this. We do a little bit of cultivate, and Jack, as says, ploughing the muck in on field 6. This has been mucked. I'll seed them. Do as I done with that one. Seed them, then just run over quickly with the fertilizer once they're seeded, and they will be all done and dusted. For now. I do decide I better go over this side yet again. The bit already done where I went wrong, because it's rather a mess there, so I'll go over it again. I could actually do this quicker if I had bigger equipment, but I'm stuck with 95 horse. I think this thing is an 88 for the crawler, and I'm not going to go any bigger on the tractors than those. They are the tractors we're going to be stuck with all the time. If we want more, we will get more of the same, more from the Massey pack. We're not going to go for overpowered stuff, and we've got this flaming great demand again, which slows everything down, and I'm a bit slow getting rid of it. As you see, as soon as you slow down, the speed goes back up again to flat out, which I got set to 5. So we wouldn't really be going much faster than 5 on this. And you see Jack's going, well, I'm not certain of a Jack or Jackie. And Sean did come up with a funny quip the other day on one of these when I was mentioning that fact. He said he used to work with someone who was doing the week with Jack and the weekends with Jackie. But I don't really want to inquire any further. And I wouldn't Sean, it's Stu, sorry, Stu Bates. Stu's a lovely fella. He comments on just about every video, and he makes me laugh regularly. That's just one or two others, a few very kind people who comment. I love the interplay. Alright, we're just going to do a little bit backward and forward, and I think I soon cut here again, and we get onto the main part of the video. First bit, you could quite easily just skip over it, and we have a look to see how Jack's doing. These two fields, I think I said last time, but it's because I want to go on this. If I got something like 9, I'm not certain how I'd do that. I think I'd have to split that into about 4 smaller fields. And I don't want to take really big stuff. We've got several doing the 24-day challenge. Got it right again. Who are using big stuff? Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, Doug Zoley, Farmer Klein, I think Dog Boy is all using big stuff. I think that Darren is using medium-sized stuff on his old ridge. I can't remember what the others are using. I know one or two are not videoing, are using small stuff and all, but it's the beauty of this. We can use whatever we like and how we like, as long as we just run it times 15 and 24-day seasons. And I'm enjoying this 24-day season. Like, once I've done this, all the 12 day, whichever finishes first. I'm going to set up another one similar to how we got this set. No money to start off with. I'm going to give myself even less money, I think, so we have to really work to get going. Well, we work 24 day, I don't know. I must probably work something more like think about it, I must probably work something a bit shorter than 24 days, something like 12 or 15 day. And for those who are wondering why you can't get, and I decided there, I have split now. This is day 10. I carried on day 9, and all I did was cultivate. You don't really want to see that. But we are making money. Our cows are making us money. Oh yes, I was saying about the seasons. For those who can't see anything longer than 12 days, it's because you've still got the contest version. You want to update to the latest one on Mod Hub. It's the version 1.1.0.0. You can imagine how many times I've said that. And if you look on my screen at the moment, on my top left hand side, you can see that the cows need some work. They need some grass, some base food and some water. Well, I decided I'm going to cut the grass first. But I don't show all the way gone there, and we're now using this Massey harvester. This is the only field that's really within range of using. There's field 20, but that's quite a way away, which is the reason for taking 6 and putting that onto grass. And if I want another one, I might buy 5 if I can afford it at any time, and do the same as that. But the idea here is to make some silage. I've still got quite a few hay bales, but we haven't got too many silage bales at the moment, so it's time to go out and buy some silage bales. And we have a little look outside so you see the joy of this mower. And the beauty about this map is there's no traffic on it. I can actually run down the roads, and the roads are just wide enough to take these without having to use a header trailer. I may well have to use a header trailer for the combine, but for this I don't have to. And another £106 has gone to Jack. He's right, he's worth a lot more than I am. Well, you could say it's because he's worth it, but now you find on this is where you are at times 15 how little you can actually get done, especially as I'm using darker nights and the Masseys have awful headlights. So once it gets dusk, oh, just about finished. I've got to finish. But 8 o'clock time, I'm getting to the point where I can't see anymore. It doesn't help that I'm I haven't got brilliant eyesight anyway. Yeah, that's the difference. I know when I was, well, I am still motorcycling, but when I started motorcycling back in the late 60s, early 70s, the lights on a lot of the bikes then were fairly abysmal. Now with the modern lights from about the 1980s on, I could run roughly the same sort of speeds on the roads I was running during daylight, because I could see. My early bikes had 6-volt electrics, and you might say the glowworm in the front. It's not a bad sized meadow. This is bigger than it looks. And I actually did a little bit of judicial tree felling, which may be something we do during the dog days of summer. May just fell some of the trees at the far end just to increase the size of this, but hopefully by then the other grass field should be ready. This is one of those ones I think I'm going to play for 2 or 3 years. Whether I video as I am now, I'll just stick to the 1 year, because I think I'm now feeling quietly confident I'm going to survive. Mainly because Roy gives us cattle to start with. Without the cattle to start with, it would be touch and go. I would much probably have to use all the barn I get hold of just to keep going. But I've done this with what we've got here. The equipment came from selling the equipment you start with and just buying cheaper, smaller stuff. I know somebody was saying, why don't I use a Massey seed? I will do, but for a start I want to use that Hassia. I'd like that Hassia. It fits my style of play. I'm going to use a lot of Massey stuff, but I'm not going to use all Massey on here. I'm still toying with the idea of just cheating slightly and changing the combine I got for another Massey, an older one. And I think I may well do that before harvest. And you see, I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing where I cut and where I haven't. It's my eyesight, you know. They said if I kept doing I'd go blind. I don't know what they're talking about, but it seemed to come to pass. This is quite a nice little mower. I chose to use this on here rather than a conventional mower, and I'm using the little sickle mowers on the 12-day challenge. Now I decided that some of the food had disappeared off the screen, that the cattle were badly in need of being fed. So I hook up the forks, and using this little gauge mid-bottom of the screen is a godsend. I can actually stab bales now. And you notice I didn't bother to try and use the proper rat bale forks. I'm not looking forward to using them. I'm hoping I don't have to, but I've got them in case I do. But you can see everything's almost empty here. Soon have to put some more straw in, but it's not shown empty yet. Like it's going down. And that will do for the silage. We need one hay bale out. And I just spent a bit of time. I don't know if I've done it yet, or I will be doing it. Is putting the mix feeder away. I think it was rain on the off, and I don't want that out in the open, not with an open top. And I missed badly, as you can plainly see. I decided to come out of cab. Mind you, come out of cab, you say, you ain't got a cab on there. And we got it now. And this is using all the Massey stuff. This is not using any fancy forks at all. The rat bale forks are fancy, but this lot isn't. And we put that in there, and we should be alright now for a day or two more. I think I've actually... Oh yeah, have a quick look. Oh, you see it's water. I must do the water. We'll just drop these off. We have finished the mowing by now. It's all done. Again, I didn't really want to put you through having to watch me mow every blade of grass on there. I decided I'd just hook the baler up before we set off again. And you see I've got an auto load trailer for this. I'm not that much of a fool. I can afford it, and this can just about run it, and I missed by a country mile. As you can see, I really must put some fatter wheels on this. And I also unhooked the managed to unhook the forks. And I'm not convinced that I missed it, so I go back and have another look. And we come back this time, we do it properly. And all the time, the cattle are almost out of water. Now I noticed the water was actually increased by a smidgen. And we get our mini tank and get the pink peril out. Yes, I had by now put the mixed feed away, so I only got 4 bales of silage there, and I just bring it over and I'll mist out the driving over there. Nothing happened in that short distance. I'm just waiting here now to fill up that stuff. I just dropped on my desktop. And I'll just have a quick slurp. And we find ourselves using a Massey baler. First time I used this baler, I used the Massey square baler, but not this one, not the round. And I actually forget here, I have Decker's excellent auto unload. I wish I'd remembered that and had that set up for this. And I'm not doing very well because I'm trying to go too quick. And you should about hear the bleeper going. That does go very early. A bit too early. I know that Disco figured out how to change that. I might have to look back at that video we'd done that on and do it myself. Not that I use round balers that much. I'm using balers I'm normally using square or the titchy squares. And we got the first bale, which goes running down the hill. Luckily that is a collidable fence down there. And away we go again with second bale. I think I got 9 out of this field. And we're finished baling now, and I'm now going to wrap. As I said, I decided to miss a lot out here because it was all doing the same thing all the time. So I've gone and got me wrapper. This is the SOB version of wrapper with coloured wrap. And we've got the first one. I think I'm using a pink wrap on this. The idea of that is so I go on for a while on here. I'll change the wrap, colour the wrap over for each time I make silage bales, so I know which are the new and which are the old. Clever, eh? And we just wait for that to finish off. And it says already 6 o'clock nearest damn it is to swearing. So I decide I better crack on here. Jack has already finished because, well, he hasn't finished, but the AI problem again was a funny shaped field. He didn't like the bottom bit, so I'm going to have to do that myself. What I do is on the next day, day 11, I make a start on today, but on day 11 I will finish that off, and he will start cultivating 6. I'll finish cultivating 7, then cultivate 6. I'll seed 7, and then seed 6. I believe that the pink wrappers indicate the excuse me indicate breast cancer awareness. As someone who has had cancer, not breast cancer, I hate to add, I'm very much into making people aware of such things. If you search through my back catalogue, you will find a plea, I think they called it, and that's mainly to people in Britain to get themselves tested for bowel cancer. Don't ignore it. With that little advert. Whilst I'm on adverts, I will just mention PCSG, and this little challenge is set up, or Farmer Klein came up with the idea for the 24-day challenge. I'm getting it right every time. And I can't get this one, it's in the wrong place, but we finally got it. Of doing this, and it's really PCSG and 3 Dudes Gaming Network folks are doing this. And if you join PCSG, have a look at the club section, and you'll find one for 24-day. The 24-day club, it's open to all. Have a look in there, and you'll see quite a few very, very good diaries in there of people that are doing this challenge who decide they don't want to video, and who can blame them? Not all of us do. And I think we're actually now getting quite close to the end, so I'm going to actually do my wind down now. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see more of this, and I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing this challenge, a 12-day challenge. I'm doing Blickling, and that's twice a week Blickling, and Aldridge on FS15, my very, very long running serial, story driven series. It's what I call my soap opera, and that is in sort of conjunction with Bipolar Prophet. And so you need to watch both of us to keep up to date with that. And we're cracking on. I think we got about 9 bales off this. I'm going to collect them at some point. I'm in no hurry to collect them at the moment until I actually need the bales back at the farm. It takes a little while for these to actually ferment, by the way. I don't think they do it instantly. It's another little trick up season's sleeve. Hence I want to get some more grass first. I might well mow that field down 20 for hay, but once the quieter days of summer out, I don't fancy doing any more lumber, any more timber work. I've done enough of that on the 12-day challenge, and I've got a lot more to do. I just don't fancy doing more of that here. And we collect this. I think there's one more to go after this, if we can collect this one. I will just say another word about this map. This isn't exactly as you find it on PCSG, this Newbie map. I have done a few little edits of my own. On the actual real one, you do have seed and fertilizer and fuel on the farm. I personally don't want those on the farms now. I decided I'd rather do without. So from now on, I am just about every map I play now, you won't find fertilizer or seed on the farm. I will have to go and collect it. It's just the oddity that it's me and the way I like to play. And fuel is less and less fuel on the farms now. I tend to get a tanker which we can fuel from. It means a lot of money up front, but once you pay that money up front, you don't have to pay again until it runs out. And that's it. We're done. So I bombed back with it rapidly becoming dark. It's now, the light's starting to go now. You're getting that funny evening light now, and I see where the tractor is. So you try saying that after you had a drink is free. Tractor is. So I decided I'd do a little bit of ploughing now. I won't get much done because frankly it's going to be dark before I get this bit done. But this triangle, I cannot cope with it. Where I will be using, I think, courseplay more and more as the year progresses. I think I have the AI extension on here too, but I'm not certain I would want to use that. And you notice I'm trying to do this freehand. That can only mean disaster. But you can see, even in this rapidly becoming half light, how bad the lights are on the masses. I think it's a farmer client I was watching the other day, and he's working through the night. With his modern equipment, you could see perfectly where you're going. I don't have that option. Just finishing the drink off, and I've got somewhere around, I think, 200 eggs to get rid of. But there'll be more to come yet, and that's going to be getting close to £1,000 worth. The milk I'm just using auto sell on still. I'm not going to bother to run that away. I can't see the sense in it really. Apart from the fact in Britain we still have milk pickups by the dairies. And I think at this point I decide it's getting a bit dark. I'm soon not going to be able to see. I might do one more pass here, but you see how quickly the night falls. And I think it was I think it's Sean who said he wasn't certain whether darker night will work with seasons. Well, I'm having no trouble with it. I'm using it on this and the 12-day challenge. Why the hell I'm using it on the two I need as long as days as possible, I don't know. And the ones with the worst lights, yeah, it must probably says a little bit about me, that I'm not quite normal. And you can see now, you can hardly see where you're going. But I do like this Black Sheep Modding thing, and I understand they've got another update on the way with even more equipment in. But with that and the SOB stuff by Cars Night and some other odds and ends in that cultivator I'm using, which are on Mod Hub, there's some quite good equipment for the older farmer, the older style farms. And there we had nothing. You can see now as the lights out just how dark it is. I'll put my torch on and run over to my tractor, get my tractor back to the yard. I've probably done it the wrong way around, putting the lights on, because I'm probably burn the battery out. I'm having trouble here seeing where the turning is. Right, we're now making our way back to the farm for the last time today. I think I'd go and collect the eggs, but I'm not certain whether I left that on this video or not. I'm collecting the eggs, it seems like twice a day at the moment. But I think this is one of the ones which hasn't had the amount of eggs upped, so I think you only allow 25 or something like that before it cries foul. Hey, did you see what I did there? Chickens, eggs, fowls? No? Sorry. No, this turn is tight, especially in the dark. I did try some more lights in here, but they didn't work either. I'll just leave it here and I turn everything off. And we just go and run over to the eggs, and I'm going to say it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio. Oh, before it actually finally goes, you know how much better the flash lamp is than the lights on the tractor. I can see using these, and that's it.